Live from the Chicken Pen, I'm Beth Gilter, welcoming you to your weekly dose of plucky entertainment, along with my co-host, Jasmine King.
Good morning.
Coming up this afternoon, some tips and tricks for how to manage stress levels and ways to relax with films from Jordan Pineda and Bethany Golter. No relation. I don't know about you guys, but I could do with that. Stress management.
We will be talking with Devil Fire guitarist Baz Blackett about lockdown music and their latest studio album, Black Soul Vendetta. Later, joined by Italian actress Sabrina Cerchia, we'll be discussing the acting circuit and its differences between the UK and mainland Europe.
Before that, we have an important film to share with you. Research shows that nearly 300,000 people are currently homeless within the UK. Nearly 60% of those live in London. Our producer, Cecil Priscilla, visited one of the oldest soup kitchens in London. The London Soup Kitchen is fronted by head chef Lauren and a team of volunteers. Here's their story.
Hey guys, so we've been in London today at the London Soup Kitchen, just helping to give out tons and tons of meals to those experiencing homelessness. We want to say a massive thank you to everyone over the past 2 weeks who has helped either donate or help buy some of the merch. It really has went a long way. We're with Will today and Alex, who'll give you kind of a little bit more of an insight into how it has exactly helped.
Oh my God, what's happening here? So we've just finished plating up all of the soup, and we're just about to start serving the main meals. We've got a beef stew, slow cooked beef stew, lots of vegetables in it. We've got mixed vegetable mashed potato, so it's got pumpkin, swede, turnip and potatoes in it.
That's the best amount of hours to cook these for.
Yeah, well, it's kind of, you know when you taste it's too early and it's like tough as boots, and you're like, you guys will be, they'll be with us this whole time. Anna?
In the puff?
You're doing the puff.
Okay, nice.
Putting the puff on top.
And then we've got a tray to put them on?
They'll go over here. Okay. So actually, a little bit. Just to create a little bit of escapism for people who might not have access to hot meals or great quality food. You know, we want to make great food accessible for everyone, and that's how it should be.
I appreciate everything. Enjoy your... I will let you know how the food recommendations go. Enjoy your time in London. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you guys.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Will.
Now, you guys probably all know the band Devil Fire. Their latest studio album, Black Soul Vendetta, came out in September last year, with a live album recorded in Birmingham coming out in December. Today, we are joined by guitarist extraordinaire, Baz Blackett. Hello, and welcome to the Chicken Pen.
Hi Jasmine, it's a pleasure to be here.
Your latest releases have been extremely well received. Have you guys been back in the studio writing and producing more material since being in lockdown?
We actually don't tend to use the studio until the very end of the process. Generally speaking, everybody records remotely, and the songs get put together by us in our respective locations because the band's quite far apart. Obviously, I live near Cambridge, singer lives near Northampton, the other guitar player lives all the way over in Newport in Wales, and the bass player and the drummer live around Birmingham. So it's not quite the traditional sort of everyone gets together every week and we get in the room and jam for a couple of hours. We tend to ping everything back and forth, and then when it's ready, we go to the studio and do the bits that you can't really do at home, like vocals and drums.
So has that been extremely difficult, or?
It's not been quite so difficult in terms of preparing material, but in terms of writing, when you write, it tends to be easier if you're in a room with somebody and you can ping things back and forth, and you might do something off the cuff that you don't think is worth anything, but somebody else goes, there's a great idea there, and you'll pick up on it and move forward with it.
What is your regular routine like, would you say, your practice routine?
Recently, just to try and get things like, get a bit more variation, a bit more flavour, and a bit more like interest back into what I'm doing, I just put the top 40 on every morning and just played along with that before I go to work, because there's usually loads of weird chords and things like that. The new Maroon 5 single was really cool because there's like loads of, not loads, but there's a sequence of like extended chords and you have to think differently about the way you're playing with it. And you can take those ideas and apply them to something else, you get something different.
When are we likely to see Devil Fire play again?
I think we're doing an acoustic show on the 4th of July, provided everything goes well, up in Manchester. And that's been an interesting thing for me because I just have not played much acoustic guitar at all recently. So in that instance, I have been sat with a metronome like, you've got to be able to play this in time because it's really like bare bones compared to the show normally. It's just me and the singer, Alex. And we just go and play like really raw with nothing else. It's just two voices and one guitar. So there's nothing to hide behind and it's really nerve-wracking.
Thank you for joining us today and all the best for the future.
Thank you very much, you too. Cheers.
It's now time for Felon Watch. Barbara Cluxon and her 36 children are still believed to be on the run after escaping from prison. Detectives believe they are going to the free range in Suffolk. If you see them, do not approach. Call 999 to notify police immediately. Please make sure you have the bill payer's permission before phoning. Again, the number is 999.
Our next clip was produced by our tea expert, Bethany Galter, titled Deja Brew. It explores the importance of tea in reference to mental health and how it can help you relax. Please be warned, this video contains footage some viewers may find distressing.
Beth, you think it's time for a break?
I've got so much to do.
What about some tea?
Okay.
Why don't you try doing something else for a bit?
Okay. I forgot my tea.
Sabrina Serchia is here today, an actress with several years of experience in theatre, film and television production. Born in Italy, she played Maria in the Italian comedy film Una talpa al bioparco, as well as being a researcher for eTalenta, a platform for casting professionals and European actors. Thank you for joining us here today and welcome to the Chicken Pen.
Very happy to be here.
You have a very impressive show reel. Can you just tell us, what do you find is the main difference between working in England and Italy?
The job itself is pretty much the same, really, but the difference is for me more personal because I'm like part of a niche because of my accent, for example, and I mean, I was in a niche in Italy too, but in a different one. Now I just like, you know, at the moment, I have to sort of break the, you know, the stereotypes that are about Italian, but the job is pretty much the same. You have to be professional all the time, very proactive, and yeah, of course, remember the lines every time.
So you felt welcome. There was no sense of feeling like you were alienated in any way, or it's just the same job, you felt like you needed to get a job done?
Yes, I mean, when I moved here, I had a very good jobs experience, but I didn't speak English very well. So first step for me was to improve myself first. And now that I can be at the same level of other actors, obviously I'm trying to find my space, my niche, as I said before.
So with that being said, what are your thoughts now regarding European actors?
Yeah, from my research, actually, because I talk about some professionals in the field, they told me that is a good moment for European actors. I'm sorry to say, because of the Brexit probably issues, because there are some limitation for international products for the UK, the actors. Possible, it's not sure yet, but the thing is, in some ways, I have more chances because I live here. At the moment, not at the moment, I have the permanent settled status, but I also have an Italian passport, so that allows me to work in all Europe and in the UK. There's more awareness. I try to raise up more awareness about a variety of the society we live in, because it's actually how real society is.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, like, your work is just amazing, and like, literally good luck with everything you're doing. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. Sabrina, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, anytime.
We have received an update on Barbara Cluxton's whereabouts and her numerous children. They were detained trying to cross the road at the Norfolk-Suffolk border. A witness on the scene has sent us this photo to prove Cluxton's run of terror has come to an end.
So glad they're no longer haunting the countryside like poltergeist. We now have another insightful video by our resident wellbeing guru, Jordan Pineda, in which she explores mind and body relaxation techniques. About her film, Jordan explains how life can put you into stressful situations, so it is important to clean your mind and your soul.
The easiest way to get into the meditative state is to begin by listening and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, and let them go. They are a happening. Your thoughts are a happening, just like the sounds going on outside. And everything is simply a happening, and all you're doing is watching it. Listening to your own interior feelings and thoughts, just as if they were something going on, not something you're doing, but just happenings. You are simply aware of these basic sensations. Then you begin to be in the state of meditation.
That's all we have time for on this week's show. Thank you to our contributors and all of our guests. It's been a joy.
Hold on, I've just been told that only 35 of Barbara Cluxton's 36 children are in custody. Eldest DP Cooper is still on the run. It is believed he is heading south, but the reason is currently unknown. We will track his progress within shows to come. Stay safe out there. Until next time, chickens. Have an excellent day.
Thank you.